We start with daily chart. First, if we refer to our analysis, we have been looking for 410 as a support, and even we can see the second time the price tag and there was no breakout, and this is what we get. All right. Anyway, we didn't have any update for that. And right now we want to see what's the next, because if we refer to the indicators, we could see we had the divergence. And right now the only question is whether this is the start of the up move, or we can expect this one turn to a flat for one more drop. That means we can expect this one turn to a more complex correction, because most of the chart they have a similar movement. And even as we can see, the price almost retest the previous top, but we want to see whether we can look for continuation and the breakout or not. In this case, we move to forward chart. And the only thing is, even based on forward chart, almost we see the price is there. And the only thing is whether we can look for continuation or not. First things, if we put this top in relative to the previous one, if we refer to the indicators, we see we have a divergence. And even MACD, we see we have a divergence. But if there is a continuation, mostly we can expect this one to disappear. All right. That's why we need to see the confirmation for continuation. The only thing is, can we expect to get one more drop similar to what we have here? Either this one give us one more drop, this one turn to a running flat, or even we see the continuation, we need to get one more drop. Because if this one turn to flat as a running flat, we can expect to get one move up, and the next move mostly we can confirm with the breakout of the previous top, and mostly we can look for continuation. But anyway, as long as we don't see the confirmation for continuation, we need to be quite careful about this flat. All right, that's why if you want to look for buy, we need to be really careful, because even we have a divergence. And even if we move to 1 hour chart, mostly we can from here, if we put this top relative to the previous one, we want to see what we have. As we can see, we have a divergence as well here. All right, that's why any buy from now we need to be quite careful. All right, and can we look for buy from here? If you want to look at the look for buy, and if you want to put this one as a correction, already we have a flat. The only option, the only way is to put our entry above here, which is somewhere around 552.5, 552.5. And what we want, in case the price sharply continue from here, and we want the price tag break and continue. All right, and in that case, if we see any sharp move at the first, we put our entry here, we put our stop loss somewhere around here, and as long as the price tag and we see the breakout of the previous stop, which is almost 5, we consider as 560, then we adjust our stop loss below this correction. Then if we see the continuation from there, then we can move our stop loss to break even if when the price tag 560, see directly, simply we can move our stop loss to break even. Because where we're going to look for buy, since we have a divergence either based on forward or 1 hour chart, both of them, simply the price can tag and drop, because as I mentioned, based on forward chart, mostly even the price retest the previous top, but if we don't see the confirmation for the breakout, we can expect this one turn to a flat. All right, and beside that, we don't see there any drop similar to what we have here, because that's why if we get one more drop, deeper drop similar to what we get here, if we did this one turn to a running flat, any continuation from there, it can give us better confirmation. Right now, if traders they want to buy at 552.5, they need to know is where they're going to buy, because at the top, they know they need to consider whether they want to look at buy at the top or not, or they want to see the confirmation for continuation before they take the trade. That's why this kind of the trade we consider as a short-term trade and is very risky. Mostly we don't want to buy at the top of the bigger correction. That's why if we get any deeper correction from here, it can give us better opportunity to look for buy rather than buying from here. Then to make it conclude, buying from here, this is the only option we can look for buy, but it's not really good trade setup. It's very risky trade setup. That's why whoever wants to look for buy, they should know how to manage it in case the price simply tag and drop. Because what we want the price tag break and continue as a sharp move similar to what we get here. If not, we are not going to keep the trade more than 2 hours. Anyway, it's not a really good trade setup. This is the only way we can look for buy again. As I mentioned, based on forward chart, If there is no breakout because of the divergence, we can expect this one turn to a flat for one more drop. We need to be really careful about this. That means we don't have any sell setup, but if we get any opportunity to look for sell from here in terms of the risk and reward, it can give us better trade rather than look for buy. Anyway, this is the only way we can look for buy. We need to be really careful. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update or any confirmation for the next move, I will share. Thanks.